On this model, we learned how to think about investment decisions. Okay? In particular, we learned several tools that companies can use to try to ensure that they are making investments that create shareholder value, right? We talked about net present value, which really is the most important concept in corporate investments, okay? Because net present value is equivalent to shareholder value, right? It's exactly equivalent to maximizing shareholder value under certain assumptions, right? We learned how to build cash flows for NPV calculations. We learned how to compute NPV and how to use NPV to make decisions, okay? Then we talked about rates of return, right? Which in many cases are very similar. You know, you can either make decisions with NPV or you can make decisions with IRR, the rate of return on the projects, right? And we also talked about situations in which you should not use IRR to make investment decisions, okay? So now you should know how to compute NPV and IRR, and also when you can use IRR and when you cannot use IRR, right? After we finished that, we started talking about real options. Okay? The concept of real options is extremely important because many investment decisions are going to come embedded, are going to come, you know, with options to wait, options to abandon, options to expand. Okay? And we learned that to incorporate real options into investment decisions, we have to think about decision trees, right? There are different states of the world. We have to think about what's going to happen in the future and how the company could change its original decision, okay? We talked about specific applications of real options, including R&D investments. We learned how to value an R&D investment, how to try to put the numbers, to make sure that companies are spending money in R&D that is going to create shareholder value, right? And then we talked about the option to wait and the option to abandon, and we learned how to incorporate those options into investment decisions using decision trees.